Hey guys, so I've been asked a little bit about my HSK4 progress. I haven't had a lot of time. Working in China, living in China, everything has just been so incredibly busy. But I have improved in Chinese, so I'm glad about that. I'm happy for that. I feel the biggest thing for me to improve in Chinese has been living in China, just being surrounded by Chinese, listening to Chinese, reading Chinese, speaking Chinese, yeah, especially like out in public if I have to go do things by myself, like go to the bank or buy things. So that's helped me a lot. I think that definitely goes towards my progress for HSK4. But other than that, I wanted to talk about some things that have also helped me. I am planning on taking my HSK4 hopefully before the end of summer 2024. I really want my certificate, so I'm going to work hard to get it. So yeah, like I said, living in China has helped me a lot. But other than that, I've been studying in other ways. First, one of the ways that I've been studying is translating. So all of my videos on here are translated by yours truly. It's me. So even though I do use ChatGPT for some of it, I do have to go through, I have to read it, I have to make sure that the way that it's been translated is the way that I wanted it to come across in the video. So yeah, that's helped a lot too with sentence structure, vocabulary.
So even though I like to use some of the more traditional methods to study for HSK4, I have also been using AI. And as you can see here, you can put into ChatGPT to give you a study plan, how to study for HSK4. I specifically really love it because I can put in prompts to give me examples like this of a 2-paragraph story. Also, if I want to study different parts of a sentence, such as adjectives like here, I can ask them for a list of adjectives that I should study. So it's great because you can ask it to give you specific parts of the HSK exam, such as reading practice questions, and also they're able to give you answers to these questions. I feel once you understand how to use ChatGPT to study, it can really help you out because there's just so much that you can do with ChatGPT, and it's just a really great extra study tool to have. So another prompt, can you give me some sample dialogues using these verbs? So I think this is great because you're able to not only get a list of the verbs, but then also have several examples, how to use it in a dialogue. I think one of the things that I really like to use it for is for grammar structures, because sometimes I just don't quite understand how to put together the sentence in the correct order. It's just something that I've always struggled with Chinese. But then I'm also able to give some of my own sentences and ask if they are correct or if the order should be switched around. So yeah, I think ChatGPT is a great tool to use for studying anything.
I've also been taking the Chinese Zero to Hero online course. So this is an example of what the Chinese Zero to Hero website looks like. I'll have the link below. I think I also have a code, so I'll link it below. Yeah, I think it's for like 10 or 15% off of the course. So here's what it looks like. They also offer free courses too, not for HSK, but they have different vocabulary courses, cultural courses and stuff like that. So some of those are fun too. Another thing that's been helping me are these books, and so for these books, they're specifically made for HSK4 and they use between 1,000 to 1,500 characters. and most of them are in the HSK4 vocabulary, and then there's a couple extra that they add in. So I really like those because they're getting me to practice, but then they're also giving me a few extra vocabulary that can help me out and form sentences that I may need for HSK4 or my daily life. I also have these books. They're picture books from KFC. And so a while back at KFC, they were giving out children's books. But the children's books are actually pretty high level. Like this one here is about history. I think there's Chinese history, Egyptian history, and all of that. So it's really interesting. I like them. I think right now they have Chinese books about transportation, so that's interesting as well. Yeah, and you get them for free with some of the kids' meals. And the books that I, of course, also rely on are the HSK4 books. I like the way that they're laid out. They help me a lot with memorizing the vocabulary, but also they put them into stories that I find are memorable. So if I want to think about words like for romance, then I think about the story that they had in the HSK4 book, and I'm able to pick out those vocabulary. That's basically how I've been studying for my HSK4. I don't have a ton of time, so I'm trying to use my daily life to study for it. I am grateful that we are in China and I can easily just go outside and study and be listening to Chinese and all of that. So if you're studying for your HSK4, I highly recommend to try and just put yourself into a Chinese environment. Even if you can't come to China, maybe you could go to different places that are Chinese and have Chinese people and just listen and try to understand and, you know, make Chinese friends and just have like that social and cultural aspect. I feel that really helps me with any kind of test or with improving Chinese. So those are the things I'm currently doing to learn HSK4. I really hope that I can get my certificate by the end of the summer. I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys do have any questions, you're always welcome to send me a message, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram. I am more active on Instagram. I have been having trouble uploading on YouTube, so that's why there's been a lack of videos. My VPN has not been the greatest, even though I pay for a really great VPN. Yeah, it's been really difficult to upload larger videos on here, but hopefully, I don't know, I'll figure something out. Yeah, so I wish everybody luck who's studying for the HSK4. If you've taken the HSK4, definitely feel free to leave us some tips below. I'll take anything. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know.